Alright, good morning, I'm Shadow, or I guess it's afternoon now, so good afternoon, I'm Shadow Gaming, and today we're going to be playing A Link to the Past. We're going to be doing a couple speed runs and then move in the Tales of Symphonia. I'm planning on go ahead and getting started, so let's begin. Alright, I'm set. Let's get with it. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Of course the video doesn't work. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I did the last one in English. Oh well. I think I did that last time too. Alright, here we go. I sort of like the video actually. I don't know how I didn't get hit right there. Not the best ever was, but neither was the other one. Here we go. Uh-oh, now I'm behind. Whoops, I forgot to turn off the chroma key. I'll try to fix that on the next one. Alright, we're catching back up. Alright, so there's only one text window there. Exclamation mark ends that window. Okay. I thought for sure I'd missed. Okay. Two seconds. Here we go. All right, Eastern Palace. I'm falling further behind. I guess it's about to be expected though for how long it's been. Heh. Sorry, no advertising on here, especially stuff that's against Twitch terms of service. I need a couple more arrows. I forgot to pick up the 2 in the pot at the beginning. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Alright, close enough. Five seconds up. Alright, here we go. Let's get the boots. Now I need to go get the book. Oops, how do I undo? Hi. How are you? Whoops. Apparently forgot that trick. Haven't heard from you in a while. That's good. Work's not been keeping you too busy. I'm pretty good. I've been pretty good too. Not been having a lot of time. Ow. There we go. Whoops. Ooh. Yeah, my class has been going pretty well this semester. I've been busy, but nowhere near as busy as last time. sort of wanted that heart. I did one last week, but I haven't done one since then. Ow. I haven't actually had a much, or even though this semester's been less time, I haven't actually had much time for too much this week. I think my A button's messing up. It seems to be sticking. I sort of like entrance randomizers. How far are you in on it? Last one I did, last entrance one I pretty much had all the settings on. Maybe not all the way maxed, but I had everything on. It ended up taking like 5 hours. I'm gonna have to practice that. My timing's off big time. Two crystals in. Are you doing all 7? That was something that made the last one a little bit easier. I randomized the goal too, and I'd randomized the goal, so I only had to get 6 crystals on my last one. 1 pixel too high. My big problem with the last one was, I think 4 of the bosses ended up being cold stare, and I didn't get a fire rod or bombos until late in the run. So I couldn't kill any of the bosses, I had to go back to them. That was a bad start. I have trouble hitting these with arrows. There we go. Yeah, you can turn it on so you have so it either shuffles them, randomizes them, or those might be the only two, or has standard. That's what I also randomized the enemies, but I made sure not to randomize the damages because I didn't want to have something I couldn't kill. The first time I did it, I ended up having the mini Helmosaurs. They ended up taking like a ton of hits, like Like you would have the tempered sword and still take 8 hits. I've been a little bit... I haven't done one of them since that one. Alright, I can save a little bit of time over my previous here. Come on, I know I can do this trick. There we go. I'm thinking it's not counting my A presses. The one of the randomizer I did last week, I got real lucky. Right at the end, I went from Master Sword and getting ready to fight a Master Sword Ganon to I went from that to I had a tempered sword and silvers by the time I finished Ganon's tower. I used to be able to get it fairly good, but I'm thinking my controller's not working. I'm thinking it's the A button this time. Right now the select button doesn't work, but I'm thinking the A... Whoops. The A button's trying not to. There we go. It's a lot easier with the hook shot than the just doing a sword. Yeah, I had just enough arrows to get it to work. Alright, let's see if I can not fall down any holes. I'm really good at falling down these holes right in this next room. I got caught on the wall. I think that last one wasn't any good, but the rest of it was alright. Alright. I think that that looked like 2 pixels too high. I'm not good at that either. It's actually different on the... I did it on the... right there. I actually looked over at my video and I believe it's actually... I believe that might be actually... I may have been 3 high. Okay, I'll accept that. I definitely didn't want to press my mirror right there by accident. Pretty much exactly the same time as last time. Alright, here we go. I've done that before at not that boss, but at the desert. Had to go all the way back through the desert. Okay, that wasn't as terrible as the woods as it could have been. $25.18. That actually is not compared to some of my runs, that's actually not terrible. All right. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. Version 1.6. Input configuration. And stop recording. I believe I'm going to try again. I think I can do better. Alright, let's restart. If I can remember how. Let's see, let me turn off my filter. Alright, let's try again. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Oops. I'll just restart. I pressed the wrong button to actually start my timer. I think I reset it twice. Alright, so now let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hell. I'll figure out how to start it here in just a second. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, there we actually go, finally. That was a good run of bad button presses. Okay. Alright, back into here. Let's see if I can get this strat this time. There we go. Uh-oh. Just barely ahead now. Alright, that's saving a little bit more time. That was better movement through that last room. I'll just avoid the rest of those. You on your phone? Mine loses service up here at the house all the time. That's one nicer thing around ETSU. I actually get pretty good service there. Actually, didn't need that hard, I don't think. I guess I don't really lose service there, but I guess it doesn't really matter because most of the ones I'm communicating with there at our class we use Discord. Ow. That was the wrong way. Ooh. My phone pretty much only picks up if I'm right in my bedroom window. It'll pick up, or the living room window, but pretty much only on that side of the house. Plus 3 seconds. Yeah, we've not been doing a good job on Discord though. We've been starting like 11 p.m. at night and going to like 1 in the morning, and then having to get up the next morning and it not being good. I feel like that text is actually faster on the American version. There we go. Ooh. I've been watching some speedruns of it's a category called All Dungeons where you just beat all the dungeons. Whoops. Yes, that was my last. I think it was the one the last run I'd done before these two today. But yeah, it's my previous best, personal best. Whoops. I keep messing that up now. I was watching ZFG and I decided I actually liked that format, so I was trying to do that. Unfortunately, it's right in the center. I was needing to figure out how to fix that, but I hadn't done it yet. I may not be able to, where the resolution's a little bit weird with a Super Nintendo. I used to know how, but I'm going too far somewhere, and I don't know which way I'm going too far on. I need to watch Andy has a speedrun tutorial on YouTube. I need to watch it again. That's where I learned a lot of the stuff I can do. It's like an 8-hour long one, but it was really good. Probably why it was 8 hours long. That's what I'm trying to get. Or I was trying to get good at ow. The pumping mechanic, where if you press up and right against walls that are when you're heading up and right, you move a little bit faster. I was trying to get a little bit better at that, but it's not going too well. I get the idea, but I don't think my hand moves that fast. I forgot to pick up the arrows again. There we go. One, two, missed. Uh-oh. Messed up the quick kill, but that was alright. I've had it go much worse than that. Anytime I don't die on the boss, I consider that a lot better than it could be. Cold Stare's the one I usually die against, though. Yeah, blind. I used to have trouble with blind more than I do now. He's one of them. As you do the fight so many times, you start getting used to it. Where it always does the same thing. I think that's what helps. See if I can keep. I'm going one too few right there, every time. Right now, my hardest ones tend to be either Cold Stare or Mothula. I missed that time for sure. I didn't even press the A button. I'm going to have to work on that. It may be time. I've had to take apart this controller a couple times and just redo the buttons. It may be time to do that again. It's old and it's well worn. I'm using that adapter you got me, by the way. It's really, it works really nice, except my controller's not being nice at the moment. See, I don't even know what that was. It just froze. That sort of froze like it was a up input, though. Maybe it's the D-pad that's not working instead of the A button. One thing with Mothula, it's actually easier on the actual Super Nintendo than the emulator. The emulator lags more than the Super Nintendo, so the fight's actually harder on it. Talking about the randomizer earlier makes me want to actually play that right now, or next. Whoops. I might do that next instead of Tales of Symphonia. I was going through Tales of Symphonia trying to collect trophies. I got a ton of them on my first playthrough. I was going to do the quick one and I was going to try to go through quickly and get it again, but I decided to do it on Mania and that was a mistake. I might do it. Only problem with that, then I have to decide what settings I want to play. Oops. I almost fell off the ledge. That's never a good time. I can't get past Vidara at the very beginning. I have a feeling once I get past that, I'll be able to do better, but I keep dying there. The very beginning of the game. I went from way over-leveled to way under-leveled very quickly. I think I beat the game at like 97. I was debating trying to get the 100 on the first playthrough, but it was taking forever to do any training, so I just gave up and was like, I'll do it next time. But then I didn't get times 2 or times 10 experience, so it's not. I'm not sure I'll make it this time either. I was actually doing a challenge run right now, though. I was trying to get one of Colette's titles. And... okay, that was a great start. Okay, that was actually a pretty decent start. Or a pretty decent fight right there. I usually have them go worse. That's the hardest boss in this category. Just from how random it is. That was my best time on this one. By 1/10 of a second, but still. But no, never mind. I can't read my own splits. Oh, I forgot to heal. Yeah, that was a good one actually. Usually that fight goes a lot worse for me. I don't know why I keep trying to switch to mirror. I don't have it. Ew. Ooh. Yeah, that boss is only nice if you have silver arrows or fire rod. Beyond that, I don't like fighting it at all. Well, that was a perfect spot to knock the dead rock. Since I'm pretty low on it, this is unfortunate. That was close. Alright, I really need some hearts now, but I know where I can get some. As long as I don't get hit going in. So now at least if I die, at least I'll come back. Yeah, they got me good that time. I used to be really good at knocking one right in front of the Tower of Hera entrance, but I don't seem to do that as often anymore. Okay, I was expecting that, but I was just trying not to let it happen yet. Let's get back down here. That was a good miss. Uh-oh. There we go. I didn't want to get hit again. I'm getting a little bit low, actually. I wasn't paying attention to the hole. I was watching the guy trying to get him to move up. Yeah, that's definitely faster than trying to dash up right there. I got the one earlier. Just not this time. I think I actually had it there that first try, but I messed it up. There we go. This is going to be a worse time than last time. But at least I got one more gold. That's what my times are slowly getting better. I need to practice more, but I haven't had much time. Alright, so let's finish out strong at least. I bet the forest doesn't go as well this time. I'm usually not too good at running through the forest. It's hard to get things aligned in here. Actually, that wasn't half bad. Another 25. I think that's actually better than my time before that previous one. So let's see. So there it is. Version 1.6. And there's the inputs. So let's stop. I think I am going to move over and do a randomizer. I think I am in the mood for that. Let's see, let's close. Let me put my filter back on. Yeah, it wasn't too wonderful. But it's still, like I said, my previous bests before that weren't much better. That was about my best. I think I had a 25-20 before I got the one I had. So that one I had was just a really lucky run. Whoops. I didn't actually mean to close my emulator. Any good recommendation on the mode? Randomizer? Here we go. Don't worry, nothing's loaded yet. It'll come in just a second. I'm not going to do entrance shuffle this time. Yeah, opens what I have it on. I'm going to do a simple boss shuffle. Okay, I believe I've got my stuff on. I'm just going to pick a random for my character and hope I don't get invisible or something hard to play with. I've done that before. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, I believe I'm set. Let's see if it actually loads. There we go. Here, let me change my title real quick. And I may do a couple glitches here or there that are a little bit beyond minor, but just go with it. Uh-oh, my tracker's not showing up. There we go. Oh yeah, it's messed up. Never mind. I'll turn that off. Here, I'm actually going to take my bot's advice and refill my water. It's almost out. I'll be right back. All right. While I'm at it, let me make one change. Okay, now I'm ready. So let's begin. Oh, well, my time... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, oh, I lost my timer. Okay, I'm one of the older sprites, but I don't remember what the name is. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, flippers right off to start. That means I won't be doing any fake flippers. Some money. Uh-oh. There's one enemy. Let's see if we can kill thieves. Okay, that's always good. Anytime you can't kill thieves, that's a problem. I'm gonna hope not. That's one of them I prefer not to have. Okay, I'm getting lots of magic. Let's see, that's basically all this way for now. I was debating if I wanted to go check that last chest in Hyrule Castle for the moment, but I don't think I do. I meant to check. Ooh. Oh. I wasn't sure where that emote was from. I should go get bombs first, actually, but I'm going to take the risk. Alright, now I can go. Okay, there's my bombs. So it was a alright risk. Okay, it was a really good risk. So that's all the bombs I'll need, at least. At least here in Kakariko, I mean. Not the whole seed, but all I'll need in here. Okay, getting the flippers and all this monies are already being a good sign of Zora. Arrows. That's what I'll go ahead and grab these on the way through here. My plan is to go ahead and clear out Kakariko. That wasn't a good purchase. Go ahead and clear out Kakariko and then head on to the South Shore area and then up to Zora. I actually wasn't ready for enemies in here. Ow. I wasn't ready for that, actually. For me, it usually only has something useful if for me, Zora only has something useful if I have, if I don't check it, that's when it'll have something useful. I know I forgot to go to the Lumberjack Cave and up that area. Alright, library's nothing. I'm gonna grab that. I must have a lot of delay on. It's looking like you're about a minute behind. I was having trouble with low latency mode one time, so I may have forgot to turn it back on. I would check, but I don't remember how. No, you don't. Oh, yes, you did. Got it. Yeah, I've got the Zora money now. This was almost a good idea, but I don't have a weapon except bombs. I was thinking I got something I didn't have, but I guess not. I'm gonna grab that just in case some of the enemies get tough later in the game. I'm gonna try this, but if I yes, I released the water. Okay, we can do this. I think it was still live, but it was a whole lot, that was a good room. There's Hammer. I think it was still magic powder. Sword. And boots. That was a great cave. I think it was still live. It was just behind. Like I said, I think I may not have, did I get something else? Boots. I was thinking I might not have, low latency turned on my side. Yeah, that was a good cave. I was going for it, but it failed. Alright, now I can head to Zora. I like to go ahead and just finish this path. I've left good items here too many times as well. Like that could be something. Actually, before I go up to Zora, I'm gonna check the guy under the bridge. Yeah, it's rare to get them this early. Much less the first check. Nope, not yet. I've seen Thieves Town be really, really bad sometimes, though. But yeah, so far I haven't seen anything that's been too bad. I say that. There we go, I would have got Fake Flipper right there anyway. That's the one if I'm going to mess up Fake Flipper on, that's where I'll do it at. That one's hard to get it back at. Yeah, I could see it, especially if you try to do it in the dark. Alright. Island's useless. I'll check in here first. Gloves and another sword. So that pretty much kills Aghanim Seed right there, unless the tree has something. So I need to go check to actually make sure Lumberjack Cave's not something. So if Lumberjack Cave's something, Aghanim's still possible. Otherwise I don't have it. Oh yeah, Moon Pearl. I always forget about it. I always forget about it for some reason. Alright, Zora was nothing. Let's go check the forest before I go in the eastern. That's how it usually goes for me with Zora. If I go in there early, it has nothing, but if I save it for one of the last checks, it's always something important. Let's see, this was magic. Nope. Let's see what this is. Alright, there's another source of money if I ever need it again. Let's see what this is. Oh. That could be useful, but probably not required. So I can do Master Sword Ganon. That's always unfortunate to see, though. Yeah, Bonk Rocks. I forgot about it already. Book. Yeah, if I don't find the Moon Pearl, I mean, it'll be worth it, but if I find the Moon Pearl, yeah, it won't be useful. I'll go ahead and check the Bonk Rocks first. I could do desert, yeah. Yeah, let's go do at least, we'll do the front of desert and Agonon's Cave. And if it doesn't have anything, then we'll go to Eastern. I've also got Escape still too, though. Too early. It has the chance of being beatable without the bow. I've randomized the bosses though, so there's no guarantee I can actually beat the boss. But yeah, there's a chance that it could be beatable. There's a good chance it can't be as well though. That's not good. A bottle. I'm gonna grab that bottle on the way through. I did a simple boss shuffle, so all the bosses are still in the game, they're just moved around. So it's possible it could be any one of the main bosses. Whoops. I was about to start on the other side, but I think I've seen tests that this one's it's faster just to get this first. Bow is in Ganon's Tower. Good enough hint. That's a good sign that it's actually silver arrows in Ganon's Tower. There's the big key. Since I'm gonna have to come back to it. Yeah, that would be the bad boss to have in there. That wasn't nice. Let's try that again. Use this side here I almost never use. It's not that long to come back. It is a little bit annoying, but it's not that long. All right, there's one item. I almost bonked. I actually can't get to the boss right yet because I don't have a fire source. This is all the checks I can do right here. If this one's a fire source, I'm good. Otherwise I'm stuck for the moment. So the boss has the last item, so I can't actually do the boss at the moment. Ooh. I can grab this bottle, however. The one I'll forget the fire source on's the Tower of Hera. I'll go down there and do tile room and get into that last room and be missing the fire source. I believe I'm gonna go do the front of Escape first. I feel like it could possibly have something. And who knows if I may find a fire rod in here. What was that? It's like I just froze. Those are an enemy that can do some damage. I've got beat up by those before. I'm glad to see the thieves are killable. Anytime you can't, that's going to be a hard fight. Alright. One more room that has the potential to be bad. Okay. We can beat it tight. Alright, that's one item. 2 items, already got flippers, so 2 items. I can't remember exactly how many items are in here. I think it's 5. And I got the key already, so... Alright. I forgot I have quick swap on. There we go. I was going to do damage boost to get back at, or not damage boost, but death warp to get out. I was just thinking it's going to take more than one hit. I'm going to at least try the dark once. If I don't get it, I'll just give up. I guess I can go through the graveyard though. Uh-oh. Lionels are never what you want to see in there. I've got through that, and that's I've been through there in the dark before. And there was in that snake room were chain chomps. I don't know how many though. That was a bad room. Yeah, I don't think I can handle 2 Lionels yet. I can at least check back here. Hopefully this room isn't too bad. Not terrible. Feels terrible, but it's actually not. Rupees. Rupees. There's the moon pearl. I think that's all the items. The other one's the map, so that should be everything in there. Yeah, you don't want to fight chain chomps. not this early. So that's moon pearl, so I'm gonna go ahead and head into Hype Cave area. Quit stealing my bombs. Yeah, I'm gonna do this little bottom area first, then I'll head into Eastern, I believe. I'm still looking for a fire source. Because there's some dark rooms in that cave that can have hard enemies to figure out where they are. I'm out of bombs. Well, that was useless. My plan there was I was going to since I had 2 bombs. Well, there's a bomb shop right there. Yeah, that's always bad. I had enough before that thief stole it. Ice Palace and Turtle Rock. Whoops. Yeah, it's a little overpriced, but it'll do. I was going to talk to him, but that wasn't going to work. There's Ice Rod. And Bug Net. Yeah, that at least helps make it very unlikely that that's going to actually have anything if I actually go there. I actually don't mind Misery Mire. It always feels short, and after the first room it doesn't feel that bad to me. Yeah, I'm always in favor of getting the Ice Rod early. I don't know what that was, but I don't want to fight it. Thinking about it, this wasn't as good a plan as I thought. I needed a mirror to make this good. Yeah, that would be bad. Or it would be hard to, or easy to get lost in there. All right, let's go into Eastern. Actually, I should be able to beat Thieves Town. It might have been a better idea to have done it instead. Oh, I got the mushroom too. I can use that as well. This is really the check I was wanting to come get these two. Green Pendant Skull Woods. Thinking about it, I can check my map. I don't have to be trying to find information. I've got it. Hera. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Alright, I'll check in here at least. No, it requires the hammer. I should be able to get into it whenever I go back over there. Because I've also got Sick Kid to check, because I got a bottle as well, I just didn't mark it. Yeah. I forgot to mark it, but I have one. This looks like the perfect time to get a fairy. There we go. I was really not wanting to grab that. Ow. I sort of like... Where's it spelled wrong at? It's spelled like, it's spelled like... Oh, there's the fire rod. It's spelled the old English way, isn't it? Or E-I or something at the end, maybe? I actually don't remember, but I think I have seen that before. I'll take that. Alright, let's try this. So you want to come up here. That's definitely how you want to do them, isn't it? Okay, this was a really good check, actually. There's my mitts. The boots are in Mini Moldorm. Alright, I'm only going to give this one shot since there's only one item left in here. And it could be in the boss. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, pretty much everything is. That means I want... Yeah, pretty much everything's open except what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'll definitely head over into the Dark World next. Over to the Thieves Town and Skullwoods area. Well, let's take a chance. Okay, I might actually try that one more time just to see what the boss is. Oh, I got a fairy, I forgot already. What I'm wanting to do is get the fairy back. Get out of here, beetle. Okay, we'll go with that. It's not in logic, but you can do that, but it's not actually in logic for you to do that. I think on the advanced placement it is, but I'm just using standard placement. The advanced placement adds a little bit more check or things like that. There we go. Uh-oh. I didn't want to pause. Alright, here we get to see real quick if we can fight this or not. We can. I should have been using the hammer, but it's too late now. So there's Eastern done. So that means Moldorm's off the list now, so now it's one of the enemies, one of the bosses that there can't be another of, so that means everything else is harder. Yeah, that was a very nice Eastern. Like I said, technically I did a little bit of sequence breaking, but it doesn't matter. You're supposed to wait and not be able to do that just yet. Yeah, the last check in here, so the Dark Cross I don't have to go back down there, but it's got to be map since I don't have map already. Alright, I'm gonna check Magic Bat first. And Sick Kid while I'm down here. Just in case I don't make my way back down here for a while. But with the gloves, it may not be long at all, because I may be back for the smith. I also need to check the mushroom. I keep forgetting it as well. I think it's not really as much forgetting it as much as waiting to get the flute. Anything good for me today? Okay. I'll always take another heart piece. Whoops. I tried to cancel, but I didn't get the button pressed until right as soon as I made contact. I'm coming over here to check bumper ledge real quick. Last time I learned my lesson about skipping it on my last one. I did mirror. Good thing I didn't skip that. Last time I skipped that, it was it had the flute, and I needed to get in the Misery Mire, and it was pretty much the very last check before I got in the Misery Mire. In fact, it may have been the last check that was possible. I should just go ahead and use the fire rod. That's going to be a rough room. And I had a fairy. I actually sort of didn't want to use my fairy right there. It's actually possible that it's again. It's actually possible that it could not be required. It's not likely though, but it is possible. Alright, let's see if we can get through this. This has been a nice, terrible room. And then this doesn't look much better. Yeah, King's Tomb. I could check it as well. I have to go back to the Light World to do it, so I'm going to hold off on that. I should have got hit right there, but I didn't. Alright. And this is probably going to be a waste, but I'm still trying it. Uh-oh. Yep, that was a really good spot to have half good spot to have half magic. I'm going through my fairies this time. I wonder how much damage that thing did. That was bad. I didn't make it. I couldn't avoid that. Oh no. I'm gonna have to make my magic count this time. There we go. I was gonna say I'm thinking if I miss one, I'm short. Don't get hit. Okay, my count was off. I guess I was counting without if I didn't have half magic. I'm gonna get the heart as much as it's probably a bad idea. Okay, it wasn't that bad. I'm hoping I can beat this boss, and if it's anything but I think I could beat most bosses. This is one of them I'm not sure about. This is pretty much a bad room for anything. I think the worst boss to fight in here is Ow. I've seen Helmasaur fights go terrible in here. The reason I'm pushing them up against the spikes is they actually take spike damage, which does the same as hammer. No, it does one more than hammer, so I'm actually doing more damage to push them against the spike, I believe. Yeah, it's just so small for Helmasaur. I forgot to check what I got from the boss. I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, I don't know what... Did I get both items already? Map, compass, one more key. So yeah, I believe that was all the items. Just because I can't remember the count for sure, I am going to check these real quick, but I think that was probably it, so this is probably a waste. That wasn't intentional, but that's what happened. Okay, that was definitely all the items. I just got a fairy. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was thinking, we'll just heal. So that's all the items at least, though. Alright. Have a nice day. I'm gonna try to finish this. Yeah, I was considering if I might do something after this, but I'll probably need to move the homework after this one, so this might be the end of it after I finish this one. But that might be a little while. Especially if I keep doing dungeons I don't need to beat. What do I need to beat in particular? Everything except Meyer. That was a good fail. Quake. I was going to the wrong house. The bottom floor of Thieves Town can be pretty hard too sometimes. I see another fairy. That's the good thing about getting powder early. Blue mail. Okay, this must be fireball or fire bar dungeon. This is gonna hurt. Not that bad actually. Could have been worse. That was close. Okay, that can hit you from above. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, I like having fairies in bottles. Makes me feel a lot safer about running through here. Now I could do a very bad mistake right there and go in and fight the boss and then figure out I can't fight it and have to leave. But instead I'm going to go ahead and go around. Okay, so far not so bad. I should have went into the boss. I was trying to do a dash on the conveyor here, but it's not working. There we go. I'm going to avoid that just for a minute. Tenth enemy has the bomb. That'll do. An actual green guard. And since bosses are shuffled, I actually don't have to bomb that. Even if it's blind, the blind will already be in that room. Yep, I guess so. I'm gonna hope it's not the small key, because I would hate to come back for it. There's the small key at least. I'd rather do it while I'm down here than have to come back for it later. Alright, red boomerang. Ow. Sometimes those things can be bad if you're on really high damage. I watched Andy do one, and there's a room with 6 of them, and he kept getting killed in there because they did like 8 hearts of damage and he had 3. Alright, here we go. Very quick to figure out if we can do this. We cannot. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and take damage. This is the one boss I can't beat. So I think I can beat everything else if I thought I just checked and didn't have a fairy. I guess I got a second bottle and didn't mark it. So let's see, is there another one I can't beat? Yeah, I think that's the last one I can't beat. Yep. I forgot I picked up the second bottle of a fairy already. It had already left my memory. That's what, this one's not seeming too bad so far. It's when you really have to look around for items that it's a long time. Like you keep having to go in and you fight bosses, but then you can't actually beat them. That's when I've had them take a while. Oh yeah, King's Tomb, I'll check it. Tch. I guess while I'm here, I'll go check the witch's shop as well. I was trying to do the glitch, but I failed. I think I've only done it once, where you if you boomerang and push it right there, you can get the gravestone to go fly up instead of the boomerang. I actually didn't mean to fall down the hole. I still haven't been up on Death Mountain yet. It may be time to head on up. I'm pretty sure that trick's basically just you hit all 3 at the same time. You do a dash, you do a I meant to go up top. You do a dash, throw the boomerang, and hold your sword out all at the same time. Yeah, still out of logic. I just completely failed that time. I was gonna go check Pyramid, but I'm in the Light World. That's one problem with changing the palettes. Let's turn in the green pendant real quick. This isn't where I'm going. Wait a minute. I don't think I want to do pod yet either, do I? Not without a light source. I guess I'm already here, though. I was trying to think of my options. I was thinking either pod or Ice Palace. Alright, let's do this instead. I'm gonna go to Pyramid and go ahead and check that. Pyramid and Catfish. I'll do that and then I'll head to Ice Palace, I guess. So I'd really rather be able to see where I'm going in pod. I don't know the Dark Maze. I know a lot of the dark rooms, it's not one of them. I was almost thinking Swamp, but I need the mirror. I seen it. I'm gonna get my fairy again. Or not. Yeah, I can't do Swamp because of the mirror. That's what it's pretty much. Ice Palace is where I'm heading, no matter what's. It'd be very hard to change that decision. The cape would be one of the things that would do it, though, because then I would head on over. And technically, I might consider changing for the hook shot. Was Ganon regular? All 7 ones. Oh yeah, desert boss too, yeah. Shovel. I can be Shovel Knight. The one reason I would consider the Thieves Town boss a better choice than the desert boss is the desert boss doesn't have an item. I believe the Thieves Town one does, because I believe I had map and compass already. The desert, I got everything. It has the compass, I believe. But I'll need to go beat it here in a little bit. I was sort of hoping to get Mirror first, and just Mirror and Flute, and just go there the quick way. I was debating if it was even worth picking up. Let's go to Ice Palace, I guess. Have you seen the new icebreaker stuff they've found? It's a technique that shortens Ice Palace another 2 minutes. My least favorite overworld spot cave. I've been watching Zelna's do it. He's doing all dungeon speedruns, and I've been watching him do it in mid, and it shortens the time a lot. Whoops. That was a good miss. A unique item requires bombs. That's not a good hint. Ooh. I've seen someone successfully despawn Ice Palace. They didn't intend to, though, so it wasn't like it was useful. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Could have been a lot worse. But there's my lamp, so I'm heading to pod next. Almost positive. Basically, for the icebreaker, you go right into that other room right there. It does, doesn't it? Basically, you go into that room right back there, though, and you clip through the gold to get to the That was close. You clip through the railings there, and you get from that room over to the what is it? To the big key chest, and then you're right at the end of the dungeon. It saves us a ton of time. Uh-oh. I'm not sure those aren't one of the enemies that if you get in this room, you can't do the bomb jump. We're gonna try it, but I may not be able to do this. Especially if I fall down the hole. I got a fairy, though. We've got to use the fairy yet. You can't bomb jump if you... I can't see my pixels. That was so close to falling off after I made it. I was so surprised to actually make it. Yeah, it's a big time save, but it was ruled to be a major glitch, so you can't use it in the regular run. So all dungeons lets you use anything, or it's restricted, so there's a few that it won't let you use, but it'll let you use major ones. I'm not sure I actually turned it off of 7 crystals. I actually thought of that, though, that might be where I need to go to get my bow, but I'm not sure I turned that off. Oh yeah, I'll need the bow to get through, you still need the bow to get through pod. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot that. I couldn't see the edges. So we'll take the scenic tour. Yeah, Mini Helma's alright. Some enemies, if you get them in those two rooms, you can't do the bomb jump because of the enemies. I'm thinking those, the digging ones are one of the ones you can't do if you're out of luck. I could do a ped check. I'm still probably just going to head on into the pod next. I feel like that's a good check with 6 chests, and I should be able to get all except the boss. And if I get a bow in there, it's definitely a good thing. Well. That was a mean Helmasaur. So this is... okay. I'm gonna have to use one of my fairies to get across this next room if I'm not careful. That'll help though. Uh-oh. Well. So. Let's see. I guess we'll go on back, because I really don't want to death warp out of here. Here, I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. Alright, I'm back. So let's go ahead and let's go in the pod. I would have liked to beat that one, but I don't know if I can do the other bomb jump. It's rare to get hookshot and Samaria locked at the same time. Is this a fairy fountain? Alright, thanks. Have a good day with or whatever you're doing. Are you going to work now or something else? Have a good day with whatever it is. Oh, that was a third bottle. Yep, have fun with the errands then. Make sure to wash your hands. Not some very bad bugs going around. Not in the face. There we go. Alright, so if I get a key here in this first chest, I'll go around and get the vanilla boss key. I mean, the chest. There's no guarantee it's the actual item, but... So yeah, go grab this. So there's a good chance this is a key, but there's also a good chance it's not. Okay, it was not, and it was vanilla. Some cash requires the green pendant. I already figured that out. Wake up. Heart container. Oh, I need to go use the shovel as well. That's just not fair. What am I playing as? That was some pretty terrible playing. Wait a minute, was that it right there? I believe that is. Nope. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I feel like that's the same thing yeah. Oh well. I was gonna say, I feel like that's the same thing I did last time, but I'll have to relearn that. Right in the face. Alright, that's nice. Alright, let's do this. Compass. Two more items. One more item. Sadness. Alright, let's go up to mountain. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the mountain checks. There's quite a few of them available. I'm probably gonna do the upper checks first. It's the pathing I like better, but it's probably slower. I don't have the mirror, I can't do them. Never mind, I'll do I don't have the hook shot either, I can't do that either. Okay, this might be a short set of checks. So I think I can only check Spectacle Rock. Red cane though. Oh, I can check Spot Cave. So Spectacle Rock and Spot Cave. Bombs. Rupee. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to do here right now. So this wasn't as good a check as I was thinking it's going to be. Right, here we go. This is probably also a bad idea since I don't actually have any of the items you would need for this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I really need the cape. That was not it. What's missing? I've got to be missing something simple. Let's go do the dig game. Not the dig game, the shovel. We already did the dig game. I guess I've got the purple chest after that. Cane of burner. Unfortunately, I already used the check I need the cane of burner for, so it's probably not going to be that useful. Let's see, is this the... I guess this is the quickest way to the purple chest. I can also do the hammer peg, so yeah, this is a good spot. So let's do hammer pegs first. Whoops. Be gone, skeleton. 20 rupees. I don't know what I've missed beyond this. I checked Aghanim. I checked the water area. Ow. I'm actually running low. Maybe there is an Autumn Desert boss. That might be the next destination. Never mind. Okay, so now we got Mirror. So that's a change of plans. So... So let's do Mirror, Graveyard Ledge, the Southern Dark World checks, and make our way to Swamp. Let's do that strat. And from there, I can also get to the top of Death Mountain now. Why am I coming up here? This is not where I needed to be. Too close. Let's do that ped check while we're here. Three bombs, okay. That's always nice to see. I don't know why I decided to take this path. I was thinking of the route I'm planning on taking. This was about the worst one as possible. Yeah, it'd be hard to make one worse than the path I took. Now I'm bonking. Now I'm really bonking. I think my hand's getting tired. I'm glad I checked this earlier. This would be one of them checks I'm bad to put off. That was nice. Magic restock. There's mirror finally. Right into the giant spike. So what else do I need? Hookshot and a bow. That's what I was going to say. Something to get in the turtle rock. Ooh. I guess another sword wouldn't hurt either. I can go check Bombo's tablet as well. I don't have the hookshot yet. That's just wonderful. That's suddenly making this routing seem bad again. Bugger off. I guess while I'm here I could go ahead and beat the boss here again. That's my 4th bottle. Alright, here we go. This will probably be a short trip, actually. Unless I get the hook shot in here. Items are required to win. Don't steal my bombs. Ooh. I'm feeling good and sleepy for some reason. Wait a minute, with the mirror I can beat Turtle Rock. This is about the limit of what I'm going to be able to do in here. Yeah, this was not a good plan. Two more checks. Ow. That had the potential to be bad. So those can go over them blocks. Alright, can't go into the water though. Yeah, I got sleepy all of a sudden. Thank you, bird. Oh. ₹100. That was weird. I picked up something that wasn't there. It wouldn't let me get rid of it. Bow. Helmasaur has one more check. Let's go ahead and do Turtle Rock. It should be clearable since Argus isn't in there. Oh, Tower of Hair, I can do it too. I don't know why I'm not thinking of it. It's right here in my way. Ether Tablet. Bombs. Tower of Hair as a pendant's the only problem with that. Alright, I don't need that. So that's one item. I just found that. Those are rare ones. I don't usually see them. Map. Too far. Really too far. There we go. Little bit of alternate pathway. That's not a really good sign. Keep it. Egg. was gonna say, how many more can it take? Great. That's a little bit unfortunate. Just a little, though. I would have rather have not been able to come down here. There we go. Looks like looks like the vanilla pattern. Wonder what settings actually allow you to change the pattern. Alright, let's go on around. That's what I was looking for. Item, arrows. Do, do, do. Clear. Or not. Ow. Good sniping though. Alright, Paradox Cave, Super Bunny Cave, Hookshot. I can only check one thing in Hookshot Cave though, but Hookshot Cave. Bombos and a shield. Okay, that means I'm ready for whatever may come. That was a whole lot of not that useful. Ooh. Yeah, I got so tired all of a sudden. Alright, Turtle Rock. Let's go check Super Bunny first. And the one checking Hookshot Cave. ₹50. There's my hook shot. So now Swamp's clearable. Wait a minute, with that everything's clearable. Except Mire, but Mire's not needed. Let's see what's in here just since we got the hook shot right there. That was close. That was a mistake. Another shield. So not a lot in here. Ooh, I guess I got everything though I would need. Yeah, I believe that's all I really need. Ow. I'm still gonna fall in the hole. Or not. I'm having thoughts about stealing a key and just skipping all the inside part of this. Do I really need anything else? I know silvers are in GT. Wouldn't mind having another sword. Let's check these two and go steal a key and check laser. I should have just stolen the key from there instead of going on around. Because now it doesn't make any sense for me to go on. Right there it would have. So let's go on, I guess. That was a big mistake. What am I doing? I didn't need that either. I'm just messing up all over. It's whatever this wave of sleepiness is. Now I gotta go this way. Because there's a greater than 0 chance that the the big key chest is required. So while I'm here, let's go in here. Come here, Shadow Beast. Sword. Sword. Alright, so that's all I wanted. So now if I can find silvers, I'll be heavily outnumbering Ganon. The other sword is on Lumberjack. I already found it. Yep, that would have been required. Get off me. Oops. Whoops. That's a little bit scary. Laser bridge. Let's hope this goes well. Ocarina. Just in case. There's the key. No more beeping. All right, here we go. I can now beat any of the bosses, so this doesn't really matter. Ow. Got me. So since I got the flute, let's do some cleanup. That'd have been bad if I actually hadn't got the flute and just thought I did. Alright, let's clear Thieves Town first. Argus needs to die. Whoops. Alright, let's get back in here. Alright, Argus, last time this went a lot differently. Last time I was trying to death warp and you killed me. There's Thieves Town. Let's clear Desert next. Then I guess I'll do Pod. Ooh. I was gonna say, I guess I could also do, whoops. I guess I could do the swamp checks, but then I don't need anything here. They're absolutely useless. Those silvers are in GT, and I know where the butter sword is, so there's nothing I even need here. I guess maybe the mirror shield, but I already beat Laser Bridge too. So it's basically nothing. That Moldorm had better watch out. I've already done this a couple times today. I feel confident in this place, at least. Not the best of fights, but got it. Alright, here we go. That was a good miss. So that's desert. Go mode swamp and ice. Alright, in the pod. I feel like I already done this. Nothing. I don't remember getting any items in here, so the game may have not even wanted you to double dip this one. Ooh. Well. Again, yeah, well. What the? We'll take the other way. Here we go. This is probably going to be... My guess is this one's going to be Cold Stare. Or Vitreous. Cold Stare or Vitreous. There we go, out of there. Alright, what do we have in here? The other armors. Alright. Swamp and ice. Let's do ice first. Since I don't need anything here, I can just do everything fast. Bomboses on ice are bad news. Bmoses, sorry. Okay, whatever. Got it. I see the purpose of that bonk now. Can't believe I got that again. I believe you get less knockback on if you hit them with a hammer. I don't need that actually, thinking about it. I wonder what enemies in here. Fire bars. That wasn't nice, not at all. Try next. Uh-oh, Trinex tried to eat me. Alright, I want to slice as soon as I get up. So that's ice. Clear. And now a fast swamp. Hopefully. No dead rocking me. I think this will be the next thing I need. So I believe I won't have to hit that one switch again. At least that's my assumption. Alright, through that. I like that the mold worms don't like water. That was nice. Alright, the source gets left. Oh, I can't do that. Two, three, four, five, six. Perfect. Even more perfect. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try this try the very what is it? The very questionable routing. I don't think it's Dark Magician, but it's something similar. I'm gonna try it. I don't personally think it's that good, but I've seen some success with it recently, so I'm gonna try it at least. Beat it. Alright, GT. I guess that's assuming I get a key in the first couple chests. If I don't get a key, I'll just do left side. So on this routing, you start left and then go right. Like I said, assuming I get a key. So here we go. You see nothing, guard. I think that's one of the big things is you don't have to do anything. Well, there's silvers. You don't have to do anything in this room. And a heart container. So then you go this way. And I got 2 keys, so that's plenty. So then you come over here. And you skip tile room. Another heart container. Here we go. All right. Well, there it is. I think that's all the keys I need, but I'll go ahead and grab this one just in case. Alright, here we go. See, that time the strat worked out. I don't know how much I like it normally, though. That's 11 checks. Well, that's 11, I guess, fairly quick checks. Failed the speed strat right there. Let's get 5 more arrows. Let's go into the restock room. Can't keep it. Alright, into the gauntlet. Oops. That's 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. 'I was gonna say, oh, I believe that's Gold Stair. That wasn't too bad. Could have been a lot worse from a Cold Stair. There we go. There we go. And that's perfect. There we go. Nope. Not doing that last room. I could grab that one, but there's not really anything I need from it. Okay, I needed that. Okay, there was one thing I needed from these. Now I'm ultra-powered Link. One. Two. Three. 4, 5. 6. There we go. Alright, Ganon. I have a feeling this is going to be a short Ganon. And I pretty much got everything. Like I said, I know where the butter sword is, and yeah, that's all the items. Everything else should have been heart pieces or junk. So I got pretty much everything. You drove away my other self. Two, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. I would miss the very last one. I got a hit. I got a silverless hit with the slice. There we go. And time. Time. There we go. It was about not wanting to let me time. That one wasn't too bad until the very end. Then it's like everything relied on the mirror. But it was alright. And that was pretty much a full tracker. All right. So I did this one today. So 3/06/2020 SNES 9X 1.60 normal open NMG random sword randomizer Canon 8.31 HTTPS. Alright, so O XV J J N E I 4VJ. And the time was 2 hours, 33 minutes, 54.91 seconds. Let's see, the GT boss key was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight out of 22. Alright, I'm going to fast forward this. So I need to go get started with homework, unfortunately. Alright, I might have it disabled. There we go. I knew I had it somewhere, but I just didn't know where. First sword and Pegasus boot 7 minutes in, and hammer. Flute at almost 2 hours, mirror hour and a half. Let's see, 3 with master sword, 8 with tempered, 8, 9, 10, 11. GT 8. 62 bonks, that was awful. I got so sleepy right in there for some reason. About normal lag time. $165. And 229. $56.14. All right. So that's going to do it for the day. Although I'd like to continue, I really don't have time. I've got to do some homework. So thanks for watching. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.